The Defense Ministry of India has given the Armed Forces of India a go-ahead to procure a range of Indian-made equipment worth of Indian rupees 76,390 crores, which includes the next-generation corvettes for the Navy, armed fighting vehicles for the Army, and engines for the Su-30 Mki fighter jet fleet for the Air Force of India. The India's Defence Acquisition Council, chaired by the Defence Minister of India Rajnath Singh, accorded the acceptance of the necessity for the capital acquisition proposal of the armed forces under the Buy in India, Buy and Make in India, and Buy categories, which officials said will reduce the foreign spending significantly. According to the Indian news Media Economictimes of India, among the several acceptance of necessary given, the Army can go ahead with the procurement of the wheeled armor fighting vehicles, anti-tank guided missiles, weapon locating radars, and bridge laying tanks from the domestic sources. The official said the emphasis is on indigenous design and development. The Indian Navy has got the go-ahead for the procurement of next-generation corvettes at an estimated cost of Indian rupee 36,000 crore. These vessels will be versatile platform for a variety of roles like surveillance missions, escort operations, deterrence, surface action group operations, search and attack, and coastal defenses, said the officials of India, adding that they will be constructed based on the in-house design of the Indian Navy. For the Air Force, the Indian Ministry has given the clearance to manufacture Dornier aircraft and Su-30 Mk aero engines by the Hindustan Aeronautical Limited, for which the Indian Coast Guard have got the permission for the digital transformation project. India on Monday successfully test-fired its nuclear-capable long-range ballistic missile Agni-4 with a strike range of 4,000 kilometers from the APJ Abdul Kalam Indian island, Odisha, according to the Indian news media Economic Times of India. A successful training launch of the intermediate-range ballistic missile Agni-4 was carried out at approximately 1930 hours from APJ Abdul Kalam Island, Odisha. The launch validated all operation parameters as also the reliability of the system, the Defence Ministry of India said in a statement. The successful test was a part of the routine user training launches carried out under the aegis of the Strategic Forces Command, said the Defence Ministry of India. The successful test reaffirms India's policy of having credible minimum deterrence capability, added the ministry in his statement. If you are new to this channel, please subscribe and please support us by clicking the thanks button below our video. The Chinese naval capabilities are back in focus as satellite images reveals an all-new class of Chinese submarines docked somewhere at the Huludao port in Liaoning province of China. These reports, unconfirmed by the PLA Navy, comes amid the enhanced Chinese activity in the Indo-Pacific region. The military experts believe that the vessels spotted in the Chinese shipyard in recently obtained satellite photographs could be a new or upgraded class of nuclear-powered attack submarines. The submarines seen in the dry dock in Huludao port of Liaoning province, as per the image obtained by the Reuters. However, it is unclear whether the submarine seen in the image is a brand new design or an improvement of an older vessel or something entirely different. The military observers have been keeping a close eye on the Chinese since a Pentagon report in 2021 on November predicted that the Chinese Navy will likely develop a new attack submarine with vertical launch tubes for the cruise missiles in coming years. The vertical launch system, or the VLS, is a modern missile firing system used on the submarines and surface ships. A VLS is scaled-down versions of the launch system built for the ballistic missiles aboard the SSBNs. The VLS is designed for firing cruise missiles like the American Tomahawk. A VLS allows an SSN nuclear-powered attack submarine to develop the larger weapons with greater variety than the torpedo tubes. As far as the countries other than US are concerned, India has to be cautious, particularly with its Indian airfields or the Indian Air Force airfields, whose positions are well known and will be easy targets, said the Vice Admiral retired Shekhar Sinha to the Eurasian Times. The Indian Air Force has shelved $4.5 billion plan to modernize its Sukhoi Su-30 MKI fighter jet fleet due to the ongoing military crisis between Russia and Ukraine, according to the Indian news agency ANI. The Indian Air Force planned to upgrade 85 Su-30 MKI fighter jets with more powerful radars and cutting-edge electronic warfare capabilities in collaboration with Hindustan Aeronautical Limited, a state defense manufacturer that manufactures and supplies the Su-30 fighter jets. According to the reports, the plans to acquire 12 sophisticated Su-30 MKI aircraft will also put on hold. The Su-30 MKIs are the backbone of the Indian Air Force, with 272 of them are ordered in various batches to the Indian Air Force repeated orders for 30 to 40 of these planes whenever a shortfall of the fighter jets in service was noted. In 2020, the following India-China border tension, India's Ministry of Defense approved the purchase of 21 MiG-29 and 12 Su-30 MKI fighter jets and upgraded to 59 existing MiG-29s for $2.4 billion. However, experts previously questioned India's reasoning for choosing the MiG-29 fighter jets over the latest Rafale jets. Tom Cooper, an aviation expert, questioned why the Indian Air Force performed Su-30s and MiG-29s over the advanced Rafale fighter jets. Su-30, while formidable on the paper, lacks the performance and combat capability when compared to the Rafale fighter jets or even the MiG-29 fighter jets, according to Cooper. The MiG-29s are superior in performance in difficult situations over the bigger Sukhoi fighter jets and no longer a secret. He also reminded that during the Kargil War of India in 1999 and the Balakot airstrike in 2019, the Sukhoi Su-30 fighter jets failed to make an impression, and India instead leaned on the aging Dassault Mirage 2000 fighter jets. Cooper also stated that while the MiG-29 performed better than the Su-30 MKIs, it is not still the best option for the Indian Air Force. The MiG-29s that India hopes to buy from Russia are old models that will be refurbished before being handed over, and they are simply not adequate for the job. Nevertheless, the latest development is concerning matter for Indian Air Force, which is already dealing with a dwindling combat fleet. It has 32 squadrons instead of sanctioned 42. If you are new to this channel, please subscribe and please support us by clicking the thanks button below our video.